Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 50th year celebration of the Aurora Arabian Horse Association. I'm Gary Miller. I'll be emceeing this brief little presentation, but I want you to know that if you belong to the Aurora Arabian Horse Association, you belong to the largest Arabian Horse Association in all of Canada. We're a very active group, been going for 50 years, as the name of this celebration would indicate. The only thing that's really changed in the last 50 years is our age. We still have some great people, passionate people, like we did 50 years ago, and we still have some outstanding horses, like we did 50 years ago. So those are two things that never change. As we get things going, I'd like to invite you to stand, and Lisa Chauvin is going to lead us in the singing of O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to provide for you today a bit of a parade of some of the disciplines that we'll see in the Arabian show ring. And what better folks to do that parade than our own youth? The Arabian horse and the half Arabian horse does an amazing job of raising our kids. And it'll be demonstrated today as you see these young people on their horses. And we'll start out with Western Pleasure. It goes quiet and steady. Briar Dixon Grivick is riding P.A. Sunrise, a part Arabian horse. Briar's 16 years old, and this is his second year with his horse. George, his horse, is 11 years old, and his favorite food is apples. Briar's favorite thing about him is that he's the absolute most loving horse you will ever meet. His mission in life is to get as dirty as possible and to lick everyone he comes in contact with. These past 2 years have been a dream come true for Briar, and he wants to work towards being the best they can be together. Our Western Pleasure horses will move along with the jog, as you see right now, and then they'll slide down to the walk. And then from the walk they move up into the lope. Give us a lope there, Briar. The lope is a quiet, easy moving, just like the cowboys who would come home after a hard day of working cattle. Quiet, easy moving, coming home. Come down to the jog, Briar. Bring in George and line up here in front of the stand. P.A. Canadian Sunrise, Briar Dixon Grivick. Hunter Pleasure. Our Hunter Pleasure horses, they move effortlessly across the English countryside. That's the sight you would see, we're going to see today. Intelligent, easy to train. The Arabian enjoys human companion. Innate ability to bond with humans and a result of centuries of breeding. Historically, they did share the family tent with the Bedouin tribes. Ranger with Alyssa Tomasukia. Alyssa's been riding since she was 6 years old and showing for the last 4 years. Alyssa herself is 16. Redemption H, or Ranger as it's known, at the barn has been her once-in-a-lifetime horse. She started riding him with Cactus Rose Ranch out of Scottsdale, Arizona for 2 years and fell in love with his expressive eyes and sweet, loving temperament. Her parents gave him to her for Christmas in 2013. What a Christmas present. He made his way to Canada in early 2014. Needless to say, the best present ever. He's brought her to 2 National Reserve Championships under the great coaching of Michelle Hansen with Spiritwood Farms. Alyssa looks forward to another successful year this year. And that's Alyssa on this nice chestnut mover here. On the gray, Enrico, purebred Arabian horse, as Ranger is. Enrico is ridden by Caitlin Payne. Caitlin has been around horses all her life. Her greatest accomplishment has been showing her mom's horse, Enrico, all the way to a reserve national champion. Enrico has taught her so much. Has helped her accomplish things that she never would have thought possible. Enrico and Caitlin Payne, Ranger and Alyssa Tamusi. Come on in the lineup, girls. Country English pleasure. It's elegant. Strutting through the park on a Sunday afternoon. It's energy and it's emotion. Characterized by their refined, beautiful appearance and concave dish face, large, dark, expressive eyes set wide apart, and an arched neck, tail set high. A light, elegant way of moving. ERA, Lil Wayne, a purebred Arabian horse. Is ridden by Marika Kalasavant. Lil Wayne is an 8-year-old purebred Arabian. This is Marika's and Lil Wayne's first year showing together. Wayne has many quirks that makes up his horsenality. For instance, when he gets impatient, he tosses his hair around like a diva. And his favorite food is Cheetos. One of Marika and Wayne's favorite things to do with each other is to go on trail rides. It's Marika and Wayne's goal to go to the Canadian Nationals this year. China Connection B and Megan Baksa. China Connection B is a purebred Arabian. Megan Baksa also rides her saddle seat horses. China Connection B, he's 7, purebred Arabian. He goes by the name of Charlie. This is her first year showing him. She got him as a Christmas present on her 11th year birthday. Charlie enjoys him, and he enjoys eating jelly beans, jelly bellies, and getting his head rubbed, especially after we ride, and he's all sweaty. Girls, let's come down to the walk, and then go up into a canter. This elegant movement, just like you'd see if you were riding through the park on a Sunday afternoon. Girls, back down to your trot and show that high energy trot. And trot right into line. ERA, Lil Wayne, Marika Kalasmart, and China Connection B and Megan Baksa. Dressage. Dressage, of course, military training was the beginning of dressage. Dressage is the word that means training. Historically, the Arabian horse was a war horse, covering long distances while moving quickly in and out of battle. It was described as a combination of sport and art. KHS, born to be bad, part Arabian, and really he isn't bad. Erica Metro, and KHS, Jada's Kiss. Purebred Arabian, ridden by Shaylin Sharp. Erica and Bob have been a team for 4 years now. They excel in hunter jumper, in-hand, equitation, halter showmanship, and dressage. Bob enjoys applesauce, trail rides, and going to shows. Shaylin Sharp has been riding for about 10 years now and is 16 years old. Her horse, KHS Jada Kiss, and her love to go on trail rides together in the summer. Kiss's favorite thing in the barn is getting groomed. Loves getting scratched right on her withers. And let's come down to the walk, girls. Right up into the canter. And back down to the trot, and let's trot your way into line. KHS, Born to Be Bad with Erica Metro. KHS, Jada's Kiss, and Shaylin Sharp. Now imagine yourself in Arabia and watching the desert princess, an Arabian princess, galloping across the desert. Native costume. Speed, agility, and gracefulness. Welcome Azure Sky, AVF, a purebred Arabian, and Madeline Jaknitsky. Madeline's been riding for about 5 years. She is 14. Her favorite thing about her horse is her eyes, because you can always tell which emotion she is betraying just by looking at them. Their favorite thing to do is going to shows. Madeline, who loves her curious, expressive personality, whether they are just hanging around the barn or in the show ring, she is personality plus. Now in native costume, we don't trot, we canter. And sometimes we even go up to a bit of a hand gallop. And with the Arabian horse and its great personality, there's so much under control, they can come back down to a nice, quiet walk. Just like that. But the real energy and excitement is the canter, as the two Arabian princesses gallop across our desert here in Ponoka. Azure Sky, AVF, Madeline Jaknitsky. Canter around and walk your way into line, Madeline. Thank you. Now here's where it all begins. Walk trot. It's the most popular activity in recreation riding. The loyal and willing nature of the Arabian horse makes him the perfect family horse. Affectionate personality makes him a great horse for kids and adults alike. Lead line classes are also open to riders 2 through 6 years of age. And today, Alana McLaughlin is riding the great Billy Bob. Billy Bob is a purebred Arabian horse. Alana is 10 years old. And her horse here, Billy Bob, is almost 20 years old. Alana will tell you, I've often been found on the back of a horse since I was only 1 year old, as long as I can remember. And later went into lead line at 3 years old, as my memory recalls. My show career started with walk trot when I was 6. This will be my final year of a walk trot. And let's see you walk, Alana. Billy Bob has been a show horse for 15 years with Grandma Diane McLaughlin. The torch has now been passed to me, and after they retired their partnership last year, Billy Bob is a very special and versatile horse with many talents. Alana, let's move right back into that job that Billy Bob is so famous for. Me and Billy loved having lessons with my aunt Candace McLaughlin and also Kim Seward at Rocking Bar Ranch. We like going to 4-H on Sunday mornings and 4-H Focus in the summer. We do lots of little fun shows, cattle penning, trail rides, mountain trips, extra practice, silly games like Simon says, and sometimes even riding side saddle. I love Billy because he is just so sweet, once you get to know him a little. He taught me how to canter. He has a nice trot. We've learned a lot of other things too over the years. Sometimes Billy can be a bit tricky, but when we make mistakes, we always push through and keep on going. Who says Arabian horses don't teach kids all about life? Come on into lineup, Alana, and the great Billy Bob. Sport horse, one of the newest and fastest growing parts of the Arabian horse breed. They were developed to evaluate and encourage the breeding of Arabian and half-Arabian horses suitable for dressage, working hunter, events, jumper, combined driving, and competitive trail and endurance. Form to function will be emphasized over sheer brilliance of performance. Today we watch Malachi, purebred Arabian, and Cassie Sheehan. Malachi and Cassie are now a new team this year. Cassie is 15 years old, has been riding Arabians for 8 years. It's only her second year showing, but she enjoys the thrill of being in the show ring. Malachi is 13, enjoys showing off for the crowd. He lives for green grass and chin scratches. While standing for being brave, he'll often rest his chin or his head in the owner's arms. Together they're showing sport horse, equitation, dressage, halter, showmanship, hunter jumper. This is Malachi. Cassie Sheehan. And you go up into the canter, Cassie. And come back down to the trot. Can you come into the sitting trot? She didn't know I was going to ask her to do this, by the way. And sit your trot right into line. Thank you, Cassie Sheehan and Malachi. Now, you might think it looks really tough, but if you've ever had the chance to ride side saddle, you know there's no better ride. It's quiet, steady, no better horse than a purebred or a park-bred Arabian horse for that smooth, controlled gait. The horses will walk, they'll jog, trot, they'll open canter, depending whether they're riding Western or English. Maybe asked to back. The horse looks like, and this one obviously is, a real pleasure to ride. We're watching PA, Canadian Sunrise, and Anna Calsmart. PA, Canadian Sunrise's barn name, as we know, is George, and he's a Pinto, half Arabian. His owner is Briar Dixon Hermick. But Briar was nice enough to let Anna have a go on George for this demonstration inside saddle. George's favorite food happens to be apples. His favorite activity, licking his owner, Briar. He's 11 years old. Briar would love to do side saddle on George, but unfortunately, only for the girls. Can you pick up a bit of a look for us, Anna? Historically, of course, this was how women rode years ago. Being that they always wore dresses, had to find a way to sit a horse, to straddle a horse, so it was safe and proper, of course. Back down to your job there, Anna. Besides that, horses have to be the epitome of manners and obedience. Beauty, elegant, smooth-gaited. These horses want to please, as well as look after their lady. Come on into line. And who says the Arabian horse cannot jump? The dynamics and beauty of the horse and rider soaring over fences makes jumping a thrill of a sight. Natural abilities, precise training prepare the horse and rider for entry in many different types of jumping competitions. The rider's position in order to stay over a horse's center of gravity and allow its head and neck to extend. The rider leans forward during a jump. We call it going into your 2-point. Riders, can you go into your 2 points? Although a single pole may not seem like much of a jump, the rail teaches a horse to lift himself, lift his front legs, lift his hind legs, and pay attention to an obstacle in its path. Higher the fences require that the horse and rider find the correct takeoff point. Today we're watching Conquistador and Ariana Bell, and Magnificent Journey and Grace Kruger. This is Ariana Bell and her horse Conquistador. She's been showing for about 7 years. She's 16 years old. She's been showing Conquistador for 5 years, and his quirky, loud, friendly attitude is what makes him her love for most of the years. Conquistador and Ariana most enjoy their days jumping or just kind of fooling around at the barn. What better things are there to do with your horse? Magnificent Journey and Grace Kruger. Grace Kruger serves Magnificent Dream in hunter classes over fences. Grace is 14 years old and Dream is a 9-year-old purebred Arabian. They met 4 years ago and have been loving their time together in the show ring for the last 3 years. Grace and Dream's favorite thing to do together is jumping, and their highlight of the showing together was receiving 3 reserve championships at Canadian Nationals this last summer. One more jump around, girls. The control of both rider's position, horse's speed, communicating to the horse every step of the way helps make the jumper a successful horse, or the hunter over fences a successful horse. Now, if you had the chance to ride a Harley-Davidson motorcycle or one of these fast-moving horses over jumps, what would you take? And the right answer, of course, is the Arabian horse. Thank you, Ariana Bell and Conquistador and Magnificent Journey and Grace Kruger. The Arabian horse is not just a pretty horse. It's an all-round, affectionate family horse. These horses that we see here today and their riders, you can be sure these horses are doing a magnificent job of raising these kids to be responsible and caring human beings. The horses teach the riders more than just how to ride. They teach them patience. They teach them courage. They teach them about passion. So as these kids ride in front of you again and do one last circle around, just at their trot, give them a round of applause. Riders, do the Queen's wave as you go in front of the audience. Please come around and visit our education center, learn about the Arabian horse, take a tour with our knowledgeable guides, visit with the Arabian horse up close and personal, and watch a class with an expert. Come and ask questions. And thank you for being part of 50 unbelievable years. The Arabian Horse Association, specifically the Aurora Arabian Horse Association.